Well, I promised a esteemed audience, and I've tried never to break a promise to esteemed audience. They have waited patiently. I always ask every guest who comes on if they've seen a flying saucer and or a ghost. So, have you seen either or both of those things?
It's so strange because I don't even think about this all the time, but every now and then I sort of remember this story and I'm like, oh, that was really weird. So years ago, my family lived in a different house in the same city that we live in now. And I was probably 17 because my mom had gone to Jamaica, but she'd left me because I was still in school, college that we call over here. Um, and I was on my own in the house. My sister wasn't there, and it was daytime. And I went into the kitchen. So we have this really long, narrow hallway that sort of is like an L shape. So you have the living room at the beginning of the bottom of the L, and then you go all the way down to the end, and that's where the kitchen is. So I went into the kitchen, and clear as day, I heard someone say, a woman's voice say, Kereen. And I spun around because I remember thinking, is my mom here? She's not even in the country. And I spun around and there was nobody there. And I literally, my heart was beating so fast. I was like, I 100% heard a woman's voice say my name right behind me. So I walked down the hallway looking to see who had called my name. And I was calling my sister's name as well, because she was the only other person that lived in the house with me at the time. But I knew that she'd left. And so I went to each room calling my sister and nobody answered. And I went into every room looking, there was nobody there. And I just remember sitting in the living room for about an hour going, that 100% just happened. I don't know what it was. I don't know who it was, but a woman's voice called my name and now there's nobody in this house. And I was so scared. I actually didn't want to stay there for the rest of the day.
That would freak me out. I think that would freak most people out.
It was so clear as well. It was like they were right behind my head, like someone had just creeped into the kitchen without me hearing them and almost wanted to make me jump, which I did. I jumped out of my skin and spun around expecting to see somebody. And yeah, there was no one there. The place was empty.
So I'm assuming this is the scene of what's eventually going to be your first horror novel?
And that will be my new adult novel coming in 2025.
Flying saucers or no?
No, or maybe we.
Go
Oh,
on.
you mean if I actually seen anyone?
No, if you've seen them, or if you just have an opinion you want to offer, I'll take that too.
I've never seen a flying saucer. I've seen photos of them, and I don't know what I think about it. I believe there's something out there. I just don't know what it is, but I've never seen one with my own eyes. Have you?
No. I mean, some things in the sky that I didn't know what they were, but that's not exciting. Like, I don't know, what is that big light? Could be. The most likely explanation is me misidentifying things and really hoping that I'm I'm seeing something amazing. But it's on my bucket list. The way things are going here, with the Pentagon having stated flat out that they've got recovered flying saucer material, I assume we're all going to see one at some point.
I know. I thought they said like a couple of years ago that they had these files that they were going to release. And I've been waiting for these files. I thought they were going to release it to the public, or did I hear that wrong? And I was waiting for these files to see what was in it, because apparently Obama said verified something or sort of hinted that there was strange things going on. So I was waiting. I actually had this conversation with my friend a few months back saying, did they release those files? And she said she didn't think they did. So be interesting.
Obama's been very good about making vague statements about, I know things, but I can't tell you. For whatever your opinion about Donald Trump, he did, on his way out, sign legislation that enacted the release of a lot of those documents. Now you go and you look at them and they're mostly redacted all through, but you read around the redactions and there's still enough interesting meat on those bones that go, really?
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I 100% believe there's something out there. I just don't know what it is.
Well, hopefully they read books and it's a whole new market for us to reach out to.
we meet them one day and they said, I've read your book. We're like, I'm glad someone did. Thank you.
Huge on another planet you never knew existed.
Yes.
They want to arrange an author visit.
That's an offer I wasn't expecting.
Great. I'll get a whole new book out of this experience for sure.